Hello, everybody. Good to see you on this early Saturday morning. What a lovely early stream. Good to get in while the birds are still chirping, you know, before the neighborhood wakes up. Get in here, you know, as they say, early bird secures the worm. And that's just a motto that I like to live by, to make sure that I'm always in tip-top shape. Oil time? Hey, drop an emote for us, balls. I mean, you do have one. Appreciate you, fella. Hey, good to see you, terrorizing turkey. Hello, everybody. Hello. Very short stream today. How was the sleep? I only slept in a little bit. That's not what I was doing this whole time. It's just the morning got away from me. But the sleep was good. The sleep was nice. Thanks for asking. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, very short stream today. I stayed up a little bit later last night. Because I was working on Bruce and Robert, and I believe I am pretty much done. I just need to clean up some audio, and I think I need to... Yeah, it's mainly audio cleanup, I think, that's left, but I believe it's done. So, yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I can have it all up and ready to release tonight, so I won't stream too long today, as there's some other stuff I gotta get done as well, but we're pretty much there. The video is pretty much completely edited, and the thumbnail is done, and it's feeling good. This is a nice position to be in, honestly. I haven't felt the feeling of actually finishing a video in a while, so it's feeling good. Show us the thumbnail? I don't think I can. You know, oh, what could I? No, I can't. It's a surprise. Audio Krungle. Will you be the Robert to my Bruce? I don't know about that. We'll see. But yeah, so that's pretty much done. And it's actually come at a surprisingly good time as well. I'm not sure if you'll see why, but when it releases, you might see why. Get around it, I got home today, back to my computer, and to see my dog and my bed. If you streamed in another 4 hours, I'd already be home. Good stuff, lols. How was the vacation in general? Hey, have a good day at work there, little bat. Also, don't spoil Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm seeing it tomorrow. Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see it soon too. I'm kind of curious. What's the general feeling around that movie? Can you give us the first word of the video? That's a good idea. Let me see what the first word of the video is. How we feeling about Deadpool Wolverine? I'm looking forward to seeing it, even if it's just like superhero slop. I'm kind of interested in just watching something fun, sort of turning my brain off a little bit. Raven, what are you doing? Relax. This tape, you can't lay on the keyboard, I'm afraid. I actually need to use it, it turns out. Amazing, the film is amazing. Is it cinema? Is it a cinematic masterpiece? Hey, good to see you, Gaming and Gains. Just playing Apex Legends while having you on in the background. But I'd give you full attention if I had the time at the moment. Hey, thanks for the bit, and thanks for the background, the honor of being your background noise. That's big. That's massive, dude. A little fast, but otherwise a masterpiece. I don't know why I'm so untrusting to hear if a superhero movie is actually good these days. It's because it really depends, like... I feel like it's a pretty divisive genre, especially these days. It's kind of like when somebody hates a superhero movie, it's hard to know if they actually... And this is the same for if they like it. It's hard to say if somebody dislikes it because it's a superhero movie, or if somebody dislikes it for like genuine reasons. I feel like some people just don't even watch the movie and just write it off. And same with love. Like, it's hard to know if somebody genuinely thinks it's like a good quality movie versus, oh, there's a character that I recognize. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, that's tough. But I mean, who cares at the end of the day, man? You gotta watch it to know for yourself. What is the first word of this video? The first video is all right. Did you hear that? I don't know if you can actually hear that. Did you hear that? Are you guys, is that coming through for you? You cannot hear? Okay, well, I can confirm. I'm getting reports that the first word of the new video is all right. So do with that information what you, as you will. What is the last word of the video? Let me see. The last word is right. So if you can start piecing this video together with that information, I'll be very impressed. It's looking to be about like 17 minutes long. I did cut some stuff out and rearrange some pieces, so it ended up being a little shorter than I was expecting, but still around the sort of season 3 episode length, which is nice. It'd be like 17, 18 minutes, I'm pretty sure. Can we see the cut content? To be honest, like, a lot of Bruce and Robert, the cut stuff is extremely uninteresting. Like, it'll just be me, like, trying to do a puzzle, or it'll be me, like, on some unhinged rant about something. It's just, a lot of it is cut for brevity, but a lot of it is also cut just because it's genuinely, like, not very interesting. Are you done the game? This episode covers quite a few missions. Well, actually, does it really? What is this mission? This mission covers all of, like, the small brick parts of the game, plus one other thing, I think. No, yeah. So this episode covers all the small brick stuff. So recently I did, like, a bunch of different recording sessions, I guess you could say. So I did a couple of, like, 2-hour sessions, and I got close to finishing the game. I haven't recorded the final missions of the game yet. I still haven't done that, but I've got like 2 or 3 episodes worth of footage, I think, depending on how I cut it. And I haven't done the DLC missions. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Though I kind of innovated how I organized my footage with this video, because I just had so much of it to work with, and I think it's gonna be the meta going forward, to be honest. I've started, like, color coding different footage and stuff, and it's made this whole process so much easier. So that's fun. But yeah, to be honest, I think there's probably 2... I think this episode, and then there'll be another episode, and then there'll be the final episode of Season 3. Depending on how the game goes, I'm not really sure. Did you see the new DC Studios logo? I didn't. Let me have a look. DC Studios logo. Oh, I like that. Oh, I thought it was going to be completely soulless. They went classic mode. Dude. They went classic mode. I like that. Jimmy Revolver, he's doing something. He's saving that money. I like it. I don't like the studios text. Looks a little, you can get rid of that and just have the DC circle. It's nice. I like that. Good on you, Jimmy Revolver. I like this more retro, classic sort of golden age feel that he's got going on here. Is Golden Age the right... Would you classify... It's got like a Golden Age feel to it? I don't know. It feels like he's gonna bring a little bit of that, like, more... I don't know. Ridiculous element a little bit back to comic booky stuff. It'd be nice. Nice to have that represented in the cinematic aspect in the movies and TV and stuff. You know, one show that I actually wanted to watch for a really long time was Doom Patrol. I hear that's actually a good DC thing. Like a good DC show. And it kind of got slept on a little bit. Is it actually good? Genuinely good? Or is it just like... but people gave it... I mean, if it's even slightly good, it's better than most DC TV shows. I don't know if anybody's seen it. Anybody seen Doom Patrol? Come on! Doom Patrol feels like something that James Gunn would have made, since it's using kind of like underutilized characters, you know? It kind of looks Guardians of the Galaxy-ish, with the sort of, the quirky team element, you know? Man, I need to watch The Boys. I keep thinking about The Boys lately. I need to get onto that. I've pretty much skirted by with very little spoilers. Like, I don't really think I know any plot things. I know that Homelander drinks, like, breast milk or something, right? Isn't that a thing? That's about all I know. In terms of, like, plot points and character deaths and stuff like that, I have no idea. I actually don't even really know what the show's about. I get, like, the premise is government superhero stuff, but I don't know what this talent is to be able to just completely shut myself off from new media, and then experience it for the first time when it's no longer relevant. I love that. It's a good... I think I'm just good at staying my hand. I'm good at not giving into the temptation of just looking up spoilers and stuff. I have a friend who will just read spoilers about something, and then like if the spoilers sound cool, they'll go and watch the show anyway. But it's psychopathic behavior. It's really actually quite worrying. We might need to admit him and get him checked up. If you watch it, you gotta see Gen V before season 4. Do you have to watch Gen V? I usually don't mind watching spin-off stuff, but I heard that Gen V, the one thing that I did hear about the spin-off was that it was just a little bit lower quality than the actual show. I didn't watch Gen V and it was fine. Here's the thing with spin-offs, right? I'm a little bit weird with spin-offs because I have to really enjoy not just like the show or the comic or whatever. I have to enjoy the world a lot for me to want to like reach out to another branch of the world and experience like other characters. Like, you remember when The Walking Dead did it and they did like Fear the Walking Dead and stuff? I didn't delve into Fear the Walking Dead or any of that because and that's kind of weird because I love The Walking Dead world, but I watched like the first episode and the characters were so painfully uninteresting to me. But like I can't even remember a single one of their names. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Walking Dead spin-offs now. I gave up on The Walking Dead about season 5, I think. Sometime after the big shocking death. There's a lot of big shocking deaths in that show. You know the one I'm talking about. You know the one. Baseball bat mode. GTA 6 main character. You know. Hey, Asuka, good to see you, man. It's going good. Just doing a little stream here. Little tiny one. Can't wait for the Penguin. Yeah, I haven't watched the trailer for that yet. I don't know if I'm going to watch the trailer. I might just go in blind. When does that come out? They confirmed a new show for The Boys called Vought Rising at Comic-Con. That's cool. I do know that there's like a company in the show called Vought, or Vout, or however you say it. Is it a Yap stream or a game stream? This is going to be a short Yap stream, so if you're here for a game, I apologize. I want to make sure I can definitely... I want to make sure I can upload this video a little bit earlier today, because there's a song that I used, and I'm not sure if it's going to get copyrighted or not, so I want to make sure that I don't have to do that rush at like 10 p.m. of re-exporting the video and finding a replacement song, and I fucking hate that. So I want to make sure I can get it done early. What was I going to say? I was going to say something about spin-offs. Oh yeah, but the thing is, like, if I really, really love the world, Walking Dead was actually a terrible example because I love the world of The Walking Dead quite a bit. I think they like maintain that mystery of what's going on around the world a lot. But I've recently been reading Hellboy, and the whole Hellboy universe has like a ton of spin-offs, like a ridiculous amount. And I like the world and the setting and the characters so much that I think I'm prepared to go balls to the wall and just read every single spin-off that there is, basically. Hellboy was in Injustice 2, he was. As a DLC character. God, I say some stupid shit in this episode. I'm not gonna say it, but there's... how can I say it? Should I spoil it? It's not that much of a spoiler. There's a part where I insinuate that there's no paid DLC in Lego Batman 3. It's kind of hard to explain without context, but I'm listening to the edit back, I'm watching it, and I'm like, somebody has to reel this guy in, hey. There's a lot of paid DLC for Lego Batman 3, I'm aware. I'm not sure what I was thinking at the time. I filmed this episode, I think, like... I can't even remember when. It was a while ago. So, anyway. I had to... Don't worry, I don't let it slide. That type of stupidity, that's not sliding. Will you wear a red morph suit and play Arkham Shadows when it comes out? I don't think so. I don't know about that. Red morph suit's a good idea. I don't know why, but I haven't been able to get into Hellboy. I haven't even liked any of the movies. The movies apparently... I did watch one of the movies when I was younger, but the movies are apparently very different to the comic. I can't remember what the movies are like. The thing that I like about Hellboy, and I think it did take me a little while to get into it as well, but the thing that I really like about Hellboy is it's like this story that has so many fantastical elements, but the really compelling thing is sort of like Hellboy's struggle with identity. So he doesn't, like, he's got this whole thing where he, like, doesn't really know where he came from. He guesses it's from hell, but he doesn't understand, like, the implications behind that, and he's like he's constantly tempted by evil forces that claim to sort of know more about his origins, but, you know, he has to basically side with them, and he's got to grapple with, you know, do I give in for a bit of cheap information about, like, you know, my past and all of that. It's a compelling part of his character. I'm not sure if it continues much, because I've only read a couple of volumes, but I hope that remains the core of it for him. Because that's the compelling part. I like that he's this big sort of, you know, powerful character, but the main thing is him still just kind of not knowing how he came to be and what his purpose is and stuff like that. I think that's very compelling. Does the Lego Batman 3 100% start as soon as you beat the final level, or do we wait for the final episode? Oh yeah, I'll wait until the episodes are released. Bruce and Robert will be released. It's gonna kind of be like the old days for a little bit. I'm gonna release the rest of Bruce and Robert pretty much in a row, I think. That's the current plan. So it's also, there's a habit that I've gotten into where there's a lot of different editing styles between the types of videos that I make. So like Bruce and Robert, it's a completely different, like, preparation and editing style compared to something like TGB. So for once, I just kind of want to do myself a favor and just work with the same process for a couple of videos in a row for once, because I don't usually do that. And I don't have the most complicated editing in the world, but the process is very different between series and stuff, and it's kind of harder than you might think. It's even like going from doing more off-the-cuff stuff with Bruce and Robert to, like, hardcore recording scripts and stuff. The whole thing is different, so I think it'll be faster and potentially better if I just work on these next few episodes in a row. Did you say when the new episode was releasing? It should be tonight. I don't want to give any promises, because if there's copyright or something like that, but it's looking good. First, you got to release 5 update videos. Should we return to the age of update videos for the Eyezayar channel? How do you feel about that? Holy shit, Shepard, what the hell?
Exited for more Bruce, and hopefully less Robert.
I mean, that's all we can really hope for, dude. Holy hell, thank you, dude. Thank you for the 1,000 bits, man. Shepard, you're a legend around these parts. We tell stories about you. We sit around the campfire. We speak of the legend of Shepard. It does happen. Especially after that. Thank you, fella. Yeah, it's looking good. So, but man, the age of update videos. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through these videos here. There was definitely a period where I did too many of those. What's going on here? It's because when I tried to do the weekly thing, I realized that a lot of the things that I wanted to make couldn't really be done in a week, at least for me. And so I needed something to fill the space. I guess being active was a good consequence of that, but there was a lot of update videos. I actually have come to, like, I've just kind of made a rule for myself, like, there's only going to be an update video if there truly is some mind-blowing update, not just an update video saying, hey man, this video is going to be late or something like that, you know? How many ongoing progress bars are on Patreon? I haven't, like, updated them in a long time. I actually haven't done anything to do with the Patreon in a while, which is terrible. But when I release this, I'm going to re-continue that, because I think that was a cool idea. I enjoy that sort of thing. Like the original, I got the idea from seeing that Brandon Sanderson did progress bars. That was where it originally came from. And I was like, oh, I actually really like that. I like to see, even if it's only a vague percentage, like you don't really know what potholes could be hit to slow it down, but just seeing like where it's at is really cool. And I was like, if I followed somebody closely and I just enjoyed their stuff, I mean, I would like progress bars for everybody. Imagine you get a fucking progress bar on I don't know, Deadpool vs Wolverine. Like, it's in fucking post-production. It's like the editors posting on their blog, oh yeah, we're 57% through the edit right now. So like, I don't know, I like that. So yeah, I need to restart those because those were fun. I need you to not stream for 30 days because I'm going to be in New Brunswick. There's no internet in New Brunswick? Come on, Jurassic. What's going on here? Life progress bars would be crazy. Oh yeah, I'm 73% worked through my childhood trauma. In case you were wondering. So come back tomorrow for another update. When will you stream the Futurama game? Probably soon. I'm seeing more and more people mention that. And I'm getting a hankering for Futurama the video game, to be honest with you. Jesus, Gaming and Games, what's going on here? What is this, brother? Thanks for that's the 1,200 bits. Jesus Christ, man. Thank you very much, dude. Bit fight? We dropping nukes, we throwing stones? Dysentery earned? Hey, don't bring up my 7 Days to Die character. He didn't shit his pants to death in a random shack somewhere lakeside. Come on, dude. Hey, thanks a lot, Gaming and Games. That's insane, dude. Appreciate you, fella. Thank you very much, man. Where the Arkham Stink tier list progress bar at? That was actually the last progress bar that I had uploaded. Sorry to anybody who is on the Patreon and there hasn't been much there for a while. I've kind of been in a weird spot where I wasn't really sure what... I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep doing the bi-weekly... Well, not the bi-weekly? I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the fortnightly... oh, shout out Skull Trooper. I can't stop myself. Okay, get it together, brother. I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue doing the fortnightly uploads and like really stick to that, or sort of change the game plan for the, you know, for the time being, for the foreseeable future, I mean. So, yeah, it's just been kind of like a weird period in terms of what I'm working on, but I've got it pretty much locked down now, and instead of just kind of being frozen in terms of not knowing what direction to go, I'm just kind of picking a direction, and if it goes horribly and everything falls apart and dies, then so be it. Because the more that I just sort of dilly-dally in the middle and go like, oh, I'm working on this, and but I really need to get this done, so maybe I'll just flip-flop between the two. I think I've proved to myself that just isn't really sustainable for me. Like, so I'm just picking a direction and heading in it and seeing what happens this time. It's kind of what happened with streaming. And streaming has worked out in a way where I wasn't really overthinking it too much. I was just like, well, I'll stream 3 times a week and see if I can do that. And just, yeah, picking a direction and just seeing what happens is probably a lot better for me. So just kind of doing that in terms of the video stuff right now. I've got a bunch of stuff recorded, and I have a little bit of an actual game plan that is a little less vague than just, oh, upload once every 2 weeks kind of things, you know? I have asked for the past, like, 5 streams, what are your thoughts on Gambino, maybe Childish? I used to like Childish Gambino quite a lot. I don't listen to him a lot these days. There's a few songs that remain in the rotation. I think Redbone's a crazy album. I think some of his older rap stuff hasn't aged super well for me. I definitely enjoyed it a lot when I was a teenager. And that's not to say, I don't know, maybe my tastes have changed a bit, but some of the songs that I liked back then, I don't like as much now. I haven't listened to his new album, but I did hear the song, is it Yoshinoya? I'm not sure on the pronunciation. Yoshinoya? That's been on my rotation since it came out. I heard a clip of it, I think, on Twitter or something, and then I was like, oh my god, this is a slapperoonie. What the hell happened here? This is an absolute belter. What is going on here? I have been the anonymous person at least a couple of times, if not more. I wanted to keep. Wait, has the mystery been solved? Gaming and Gains, are you saying that you've been the anonymous gifter, the anonymous bits? What is this? The Batman 2? The mystery's been solved? Appreciate you, fella. Jesus, thank you very much, dude. Hey, thanks for the YT DLP recommendation. I have it all set up and it's helped me so much on my newest vid, so thank you, Iman. How did you find out about it? Oh, dude, that's awesome, Robbie Bance. Man, I feel useful. I actually gave some useful advice. I'm really glad to hear that it worked out for you, because when I first set it up, I had some problems with it. I was totally unfamiliar with how to work it. And I'm a little slow on the pickup of, like, new technical stuff like that sometimes. It's not really that technical, but you get what I'm saying. As soon as something doesn't work, I'm like, ugh. But, yeah, I'm glad that it worked for you. I think the way that I found out about it was God, how did I find out about that? I think what it would have been was I used to have this site that I used to convert MP3 files from YouTube. I used to use, I think it was, I don't know, YTMP3 or something, and then what happened was it was a super reliable site. It had no ads for a while, and then I think it got sold and bought by somebody who was just using it to push ads and viruses. It got to the point where I don't even think it converted MP3s anymore. I think it just gave your computer diseases. And so I was like, I can't trust any of these sites anymore. It's doing my head in, having to control W as it opens a fucking penis pill tab or something like that. So well, this is before I had an ad blocker as well. But anyway, so I was like, there has to be a better way to do this. Like, I can't keep risking getting a virus every time I need a fucking sound effect. You know, every time I need a damn Daniel sound effect, I'm gonna risk compromising my entire system. And so I was like, there must be a better way. So I remember searching Reddit, I think, and I must have stumbled across the YTDLP thing. But I'm glad that it was useful because it helps me out a lot. I think, like, actually, I have another tool as well. YouTube Premium lets you download videos, I think. Yeah, but it's not exactly
Please tell
the
me
same.
there is a 10-minute long makeout sesh between Bruce and Clarky in the next episode.
Jesus, Connor, I can't make any. That would look. Maybe the episode after that we can work something out. Thanks for the 100 bits there, dude. what was I gonna say? Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. As usual. But yeah, YTDLP, dude, it's the way to go, because the thing is like, even if you can download stuff with premium, this is like the most convenient tool. Like, once you get it set up, you can choose what format you're downloading things in, and you know, it's awesome. It's super good. You can choose what quality. It's super helpful. The 3 tools, I actually forgot to mention one the other day. I'm glad that you mentioned it again, because it's YTDLP. It's everything file search is another really big one that I mentioned, but YTKS is massive as well. If you use YTKS, it's like a website. I actually learned this one from Dark Viper. He's mentioned it a couple of times. Super helpful tool. So like, if you need to, say you have like a video that's like 5 hours long or something, right? Or even just an entire YouTube channel. You can basically paste the link of a YouTube channel or a video into the website and then type in a keyword that you want to find. So you can basically like find every instance of a certain word or phrase that's been said on a channel before. And it is wildly helpful. I originally started using it because for TGB, I would paste in like those every Arthur insult videos or something like that. I would paste those in and then search for certain phrases, because sometimes I change the voice lines in TGB and stuff like that. And wildly helpful. Like, unbelievable. It's one of the best tools that I use just for general video making. Like, if you need to find a certain voice line from a game or something like that, makes it super helpful. But yeah, glad that worked out for you, Rubby Bands. Anything to make the process a little smoother. The way that I used to do things was unbelievably inconvenient. But yeah, my YouTube problem is that they change the UI and then don't let you go back to the old one. I think the current one looks alright. When they tried to do that comments on the side thing, it was disgusting. I don't have that anymore. But yeah, so it's helpful. Those tools are kind of essential, I think, if you're gonna be making YouTube videos or whatever. Especially YTDLP, because I don't even know what the state of YouTube to MP3 converters is these days. Like, probably worse than ever. And if it's not, if you have a website that works, it's really a countdown until they get riddled with viruses. But yeah. Did you ever finish Baldur's Gate? No, I didn't. I still must be at like... Yeah, I must be at like... I think I got like 70% through the game or something. It's an excellent game. I just... It's hard to get back into, I think. I was absolutely binging that game when it came out because I was just mind blown by how good it was. And then, yeah. I don't know what got me to stop. I think I did get to a part in the game where I was a little bit just kind of... I was a little bit over the area, I think, and so it was like a perfect point for me to put the game down. Yeah, I haven't picked it back up. It's good though. It's good stuff. But yeah, with massive games like that, like it's kind of hard to jump back into them when you've been gone for even like a week. It just feels so disorientating. And I don't play a ton of games outside of streaming and like making videos these days, so I have like Baldur's Gate is so hard to just play for an hour, you know? There's massive games like that. It's so difficult to jump in just for a short session. The internet in my PC is broke, so I had to use my hotspot to play TF2 last night. They're fixing TF2, right? Or they've already done it. They're like in the process of working that out. I've never really played TF2. I did have it on an old laptop of mine, but it got like 13 FPS, so didn't really work out. The old Toshiba laptop. Yeah, can't go wrong. I played Jedi Fallen Order for 8 hours straight so I could beat it like 2 days ago. God, that reminds me of the Blockbuster days, man. You hire out the Simpsons video game, you've got 1 weekend to beat it before you gotta take it back. Come on, dude. Fixing TF2 is a long road, and Valve is only just starting. Well, good on them. Fucking about time, because I've been hearing stuff about TF2 needing to be fixed for like 10 years. So, I mean, fucking finally. About time. Are you interested in Marvel Rises? Is that the Overwatch Marvel thing? Is that what that is? Marvel Rivals, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, passing interest. I probably won't play it. I'm not... Man, it's hard to get me to play a game, but it's even harder to get me into, like, the new multiplayer thing. Like, what's the last multiplayer game that I, like, played on launch? I think the last one was probably Halo Infinite. You remember when everybody was playing Halo Infinite for, like, 1 week? Man, I don't know how you fumble the bag that hard. I feel like there's a lot of really good multiplayer games that come out. Mostly shooters do this. They come out and then they're free to play and there's a bunch of people playing them. And the thing that doesn't keep people, the thing that, like, I feel like they don't understand is they're trying to make money through their microtransactions, right? And that's fine, especially if the game's free. But they make everything way too expensive and they make everything like... the progression is so unfathomably slow that everybody's like, even if I played this for 100 years, I'm not going to unlock what I want. I think the thing that a lot of people want in their shooter, especially if the shooter's already good, is like just unlockable, good feeling progress that doesn't feel like you have to play the game as a full-time job. They're probably at the mercy of like shareholders and stuff, but it's like, they're so eager to make their money back on their free game within like the first 6 months that they don't really consider the longevity at all. Like, people just want to feel progression. A lot of multiplayer gaming is kind of tricking your player base into feeling like what they're doing is a useful or productive use of time. Like, that's kind of your thing that you kind of have to do if you want a successful live service. You have to make it feel like there's constant little milestones being hit. Oh, I unlocked this. Oh, I unlocked that. My level went up. Like, this is a productive use of time, right? And it's fun to quickly lock in a bunch of new items and prestige or whatever, you know? It's they want all their money back in like 6 months, and they completely sacrifice the progression systems to the point where people go, this could be the best game in the world, but I'm not feeling that dopamine hit. I'm out of here. I feel like that happens a lot. I could be wrong, but it seems like every multiplayer shooter or just live service in general just doesn't seem to understand that. Like, or just make a good game. The core game, of course, has to be good, but I'm just saying, like, I think the core game of Halo Infinite is really good, but some of the appeal of the multiplayer experience to me was like customizing my dude. And I played quite a lot when it first came out, and I just like never unlocked anything good customization wise. And it kind of like just, it made the drop off of my interest in the game way quicker than it would have been, I feel like. So I don't know. This is mostly talking about multiplayer shooters, I feel like, but it's like Fortnite nailed that shit down. The cosmetics that you buy aren't ultra expensive. They're still a little pricey, but like the V-Bucks system is all right priced, but it's mostly the battle passes, right? So they've got a system in place where you can basically just earn your battle passes back for free if you really want to. And the amount of unlockables, the constant progression, the mid-season like smaller battle passes, I mean, they've got it down to a T. They're not really too worried about giving you a bunch of unlockables really, really fast, because they know that people, I mean, it just keeps them coming back, right? But yeah, I mean, that's my view on it. Free-to-play games feel like modern Netflix originals. If they're not instantly huge successes, they get cancelled. Exactly. It used to be that a TV show had like 3 seasons at least to breathe before they decided whether or not it was going to get kicked. Like, if there was at least a little bit of a promise, you know, critics liked it, or there did seem to be like a core audience for it, they would let it breathe for a couple of seasons. These days, you don't get fucking 10 million viewers on the first episode. You're out of here. We'll be seeing you. Shows shelved. Consider yourself done. It's pretty crazy. They have like 15 sets of free cosmetics now too. Fortnite just handles free stuff really well. Yeah, I mean, they're like the masters of it, right? They've pioneered that whole thing, basically. Well, maybe not pioneer. Well, yeah, no, they have. They weren't the first to do it, but they popularized it so much. Hey, see you later, Young. Sorry, I missed that. Have a good one, dude. Do you think you'll ever play with other people on stream? Do you mean viewers or other creators, or what do you mean by that, Terry Tall? Companies want devs to make Fortnite without considering how long it took Fortnite to become what it is now. Exactly. Fortnite wasn't like an instant smash hit. The battle royale element did blow up pretty quickly, but I still feel like, I don't know, they sort of had this steady rise to about like season 3 where like everybody was playing the game. Like it was such a cultural phenomenon. But I think the thing that made the game really good as well is they were constantly releasing new content for it. It felt like you were part of this moving machine, basically, where you were playing this game that was evolving pretty much on a weekly basis. It was pretty insane. I played before Fortnite even had seasons. Like, it was just, you could use a shotgun as a fucking sniper rifle. And, seeing the rise as we were playing it was just wild. It was very, very fun. Any friends, viewers, creators, etc., just general thoughts on collabing? Or do you prefer independence? I've played with viewers on a couple of different games, like multiverses. We've done the occasional Fortnite stream, and stuff like that. In terms of collabing with other people, I've done a couple, never on my channel. I've usually appeared in other people's stuff. Very rarely, but I have done it. I'm interested in doing more of it. It's just that I'm kind of... It's hard, like... Until I finish these core things that I've had going on the channel for a while, I feel like I'm a little bit locked into what I'm doing. I feel like I can't be reliable enough to collaborate with other people. Like, I pretty much have stopped entertaining the idea, at least for now, because there was a time where I was going to do a Lego Batman speedrunning video, right? This was kind of like the thing that put me off initiating collabs for a while, until I can fully get everything together. And this was quite a while ago, but I contacted a bunch of Lego Batman speedrunners, and I was asking them questions about the run, and I was gonna do like a sort of just general look from an outside perspective at Lego Batman speedrunning, because I had been watching some people do it, and it was like really fascinating to me. The technicality in the run is kind of like, I hadn't really seen it in many speedruns before. It's really cool. And I went and did, like, people were kind enough to do interviews with me and stuff, and then eventually the idea sort of started like petering out for me, because I was trying to do TGB, and I was trying to like keep everything organized, trying to keep it together. And eventually I didn't go through with the video, and I felt really bad because people had given me their time for it. And so I was like, okay, I'm not going to be initiating collaborations until I know that like I can dedicate a bunch of time to just that idea, basically. Yeah, because that's just kind of, it's kind of shitty to get a bunch of people somewhat interested and have a bunch of people give, interviews and stuff like that, and then they just kind of go unused. So yeah, made a rule that I probably won't be doing that again until I have the time, and the kind of mental free space to chase down an idea like that. But yeah, do you still have the material for that? I think it would still make a good video. I believe I do, but I don't know how much the run's probably changed a lot at this point. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't ask for another second of anybody's time over there either, because because they already gave it to me and it turned out to be nothing. So, I'm not. I think that idea's gone, and we'll just use that as a teachable moment, I think. But yeah, hey, see you later, James. Appreciate you. There's a short video on the huge skip of Lego Batman 3. I haven't seen any Lego Batman 3 speedrunning stuff. I was going to focus on Lego Batman 1. That was the original idea. Pretend to be someone else and do it again. I'll just wear one of those like mustache glasses things, little disguises. What are you talking about, Desi? Small podcast? Oh yeah, the Cosmic podcast. That was the first collab I ever did. I appeared on. I don't think the Cosmic podcast is going anymore, but I was very flattered to be invited to that back in the day. Oh, I don't know if it's actually active anymore. They might, like, in terms of, I don't know if the videos are even up anymore. They might be unlisted. Let me see, actually. They might be. I didn't know that. There you go. Yeah, that was fun. I remember getting invited. It's with the same dudes. Well, one of the guys, Zany, he has a YouTube channel, and he was doing these like April projects. Every April he would do a big, like a big project, a big collaboration project where he would invite a bunch of people to have like a part in it. And he did like a Lego game ranking video and stuff. I'm sure you remember it if you've been watching for a while. But yeah. I might call the stream there. I don't know how long we've been going. And I might go and get this thing done and see if I'm going to have any copyright issues or anything like that. I ranked the best one. He asked me if I wanted to be a part of it, and I said, only if I can rank Lego Batman 1. How selfish of me. Yeah, that was the video, Desi. That was my part in the video, basically. Bruce and Robert editing stream went. My editing process is so deranged that I would be pretty much too embarrassed to edit on stream, I think. I'm such a, like... It's very strange. I don't know. It's like... I don't know. It's like watching a cat try to paint. You know what I mean? You know, at the end of the day, something comes together and that's all well and good, but the process of getting there, it's very messy. It's a little strange. It can't be worse than mine. I don't edit. Well, I can assure you it's abnormal. But you just got the color editing system developed. Yeah, even that's pretty messy. I've got little things that only really make sense to me. Like, I feel like somebody would look at my timeline and go, what the fuck is this? It's a strange operation. It's a strange operation we got going here. Keep going till an hour. If you got anything you wanna ask me before I go for it. You know, what's my blood type? How much water did you drink yesterday? Important stuff like that. Just a stream of Googling Breaking Bad audio. I can't believe, dude. Wow, back in the day I used a lot of Breaking Bad stuff, like a lot. Top 10 cheeses? I can't tell you my top 10, but I'd say like top 3 cheddar Swiss red Leicester, is that what it's called? Any cheese enthusiast will know what I'm saying. Pronunciation. Let me see. Or is it just Leicester? I don't know. Let's hear it.
Leicester.
Yeah, I think it's that. Leicester. Somebody kill this guy with a hammer, please.
Lester.
Lester? Your creepy Uncle Lester. Yeah, the red version of that is unfucking believable. I can't really do soft cheeses. And anything that's goopy is a immediate no from me. Anything with mold on it or that's sitting in its own goop is disgusting. So yeah, we won't be doing that. Have you watched the Scarecrow videos? Scarecrow videos. That you did you recommend me those lemons a while ago? Not yet. If you think your editing is bad, my editing is terrible. I think my editing ends up coming together well. I just think the process to getting there is a train wreck. Yes, from Pastra. Let me save one to my watch later before I forget. Because I will forget. I love these thumbnails. What the hell? How have I never seen this guy? What the hell? Surely I've seen... He's... Oh, is he like a creepypasta guy? Okay. Oh, interesting. He has a nice thumbnail style. I like that. Very bold, very unique. I will subscribe so that I remember to check these videos out. What program do you use for editing? Must have missed it if you answered already. Terry, I used HitFilm Pro for up until like I believe up until the Toy Story 3 video. I used a laptop and HitFilm Pro, but then I switched to actually building a PC and, well, having a PC built for me, and Premiere Pro. I went the Adobe route. I would recommend, if you're jumping into editing, probably don't go down the Adobe route, because I said to myself, I'll just use Adobe until a free alternative comes along that's good enough for me to just stop paying an arm and a leg for Adobe, right? And then, so I did that, and then I learned how to use Adobe, and now there are free alternatives out there that are probably good for most users. Like, I hear DaVinci Resolve is essentially the same thing, but free. But now that I've learned how to use Premiere, I couldn't be bothered learning another program, so I got stuck. I got stuck in the Adobe cycle. It's like, it'll take too long for me to use another program. So, I would probably recommend at least trying out some free stuff first, because apparently there's some good free options out there. Like, you can use GIMP for Photoshop and stuff, I think. There's a bunch of different stuff. Like, yeah, Premiere Pro and Photoshop and After Effects, I mean, that fucking adds up, dude. I'll have to start just giving them blood samples or something, because the currency that they slurp out of your bank account every month. I swear, has Adobe ever done a fucking one-time payment in the past? Like, was that ever a thing? Can I pay in my own blood instead, please? Adobe feels like a scam nowadays. It's definitely getting more and more that way, for sure. Yeah. Adobe is a massive bitch. Look, the programs, they work pretty well for me. I have little problems with most of them. Premiere Pro is an absolute bastard sometimes, but Photoshop and After Effects, I have very little problem with them. And I couldn't make what I've been making without them. So it's like, the tool is, I like the tool. The Adobe company, though, I don't know. They might... I don't know how they sleep at night, okay? Have you ever drank Jesus juice? If you're talking about lime Coca-Cola, then yes. So does YouTube Premium... Wait, so does YouTube Premium, and iMan's been supporting that one for years. I don't mind buying a service, right? Like, I don't mind paying for a service, okay? Obviously, companies aren't going to give everything away for free. That's just not even worth thinking about, because that's never going to happen. I get enough value from YouTube Premium at the price point that I think it's, I get the basically like the Spotify thing, but I also get to watch YouTube with the screen off. That's good. That's good for me, right? YouTube Premium is not useless. I literally use it for things. There's numerous uses. It's basically watching YouTube with the screen off and no ads, plus Spotify. That's basically what it is. That's what it is. Sheep? You're crazy. You're insane. You're using Spotify. And you have to watch YouTube ads. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. YouTube music sucks though. How does it suck? People always say this. When I go onto the Spotify page, I go, this looks fucking terrible, and I hate this. I hate the Spotify video player. I hate Spotify search, like, with a fucking passion. Dude, wake up. I'm not saying YouTube Premium is great, and I can agree with you, the free usage of YouTube Premium is pretty stinky, but, dude, YouTube Premium, I don't mind paying for that. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, the thing with Adobe that fucks me off is that, like, usually with software and stuff, I feel like you can just like buy the software, but they insist on charging you a monthly thing. It just feels like, I don't know, it feels different to me. It's like, can I not just buy the fucking product and then use it? This is crazy. Also, they constantly make the experience... Oh, we've got some bots in the chat. Well, there you go. We've made it. We've made it. I know you could just pirate it, but some of the new features are pretty helpful, and I'm not familiar with pirating stuff. I only use emu ladders. That's about the extent for me. A monthly thing, is that what I said? Tasty monthly charged service. I love that. Why are the bots here when Lion went to sleep? Because the sheriff's not here to shoot him. There you go.
Celebratory bits to celebrate me going home.
We're celebrating, lols. Appreciate you, fella. Thanks for the 100 bits, dude. I don't know. Anyway, God, speaking off the cuff for me sometimes is just like, I feel like, have I made a coherent point in the last 15 minutes? Probably not, but anyway. All of that being said, I don't mind paying if the service is good, but Adobe needs to fucking get their shit together, because they feels like they always have like a policy change where it's just like the worst thing ever for some reason, and plus we're inflating the price. Congrats. Also, we know you won't change because you've learned how to use this. You've learned like a complete workflow with our product. You're trapped forever. God damn it. Has your revolver been rusty since Lion has been sheriff? I haven't had to fire a shot in a long time. I've been waffling all stream, yeah. Get me out of here. All right, I'm going to go and do something productive and try and get this video out. Thank you very much for jumping in. Why is finding a 1-month sub badge rarer than a 12-month? Because people are ridiculously supportive of this Twitch channel, and I thank you for it. Dust off your 6-shooter. Should I pop some caps? Let's pop some caps in the bots real quick. How do I do it? I don't think wait, can I do it? I can. All right, I'm banning them. Later's moon breathing. And goodbye to Lafail NGS. We'll be seeing you. Big. Later's brothers. Dude, feels good to dust off the old revolver and do some hip fire shots, you know? We won't be seeing you. Exactly. All right, you better be careful now. I know how to work this thing. I know how to pop off. All right. Okay. All right. I'm out of here. Thanks everybody. Hopefully I'll have this video out, and hopefully you enjoy it. Thanks for the support as always. Thanks again, lols, for the 100 bits, and Gaming and Gains. Thanks for the ridiculous amount of bits, dude. Thanks Connor for the 100 bits. Thanks Replacement Soap for the follow. You just unfollow and follow? Come on, dude. Get it together, why don't you? Hey, Shepard, thanks for the 1,000 bits as well, dude. Thank you very much. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Probably Dark Souls 2. Maybe Lego City Undercover. We truly live in times of extensive mystery, okay? All right, I'm out of here. Cheers, everybody. See you later. Goodbye.